What goes on, my fellow knights? We're back for another episode of Zekter's Wacky Sets, and today we're going to look at Hawlucha. So, in the last video, at the end of the video, I asked, what Pokemon do I do next? And Hawlucha was the only one I saw in the comments, so that's what we're going to do today. So, Hawlucha has some pretty interesting abilities. You don't see Limber or Unburden that much for that matter. So we're going to utilize those two abilities the most here. But Mold Breaker, I don't know how useful is Mold Breaker actually, because I don't know if it's that useful for Hawlucha because it doesn't have Earthquake. So, I don't know what we're going to do with that. So here's Smogon's OU set. We can do better than that. Oh wait, that's UU. We can still do better than that. And then here's the OU set. We can still do better than that. So let's do better. So something strange we're gonna start with. What is up with my EV spreads? They're not doing things. Okay, there. The stupid numbers. So we're going to run Hawlucha Bulky, which is kind of different, I guess, because I don't think I've ever seen like a bulky bulk up Hawlucha set. So we have bulk up, Drain Punch, Roost, and Acrobatics. We are using Unburden instead of Limber this time, just so we can double our speed. So the goal here is to bulk up once, twice, take a hit or two, have the Citrus Berry pop. You're fast, so let's take 138 times that by 2. What is that? That's like enough to outspeed a Scarf Jump, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 276. So that's enough to pretty much outspeed almost everything, unless you're going up against a Scarf Tapu Koko, which you probably won't see that too much. But just in case, be aware. So, yeah. And then basically, you're going to be just regaining health. Oh, wow, I stuttered there for a second. You're going to just be regaining health off a Drain Punch and Acrobatics. And then here we have our little friend Ferrothorn. And without any... If this thing is like... Yeah, let's go to just that for that. With full, like, Impish max HP shit with Ferrothorn, you're doing, like, 27% minimum, and once you start bulk upping, you're getting pretty tanky. And then your just damage output increases from there. Ferrothorn starts doing less to you. Leech Seed might be a slight issue, but we're not going to worry about that. So how much until we can KO a max defense? Oh my god. So you're not gonna have a guaranteed Oko a Drain Punch until you're about +6, but that's enough. +2, you two-shot it. It's pretty good, and you're also taking Gyro Balls and Power Whips very well. I don't know if a Ferrothorn would ever stay in on a Hawlucha, but Ferrothorn is always my nice little example for bulk. And you know what? Let's just put Garchomp in here too. Pokemon. Damage Calc. Because, let's face it, Garchomp and Ferrothorn centralize this game too much. So it's always good to build around them. Hawlucha custom set. Alright, so let's start bulking up here. +1. So we're getting quite a good amount with Drain Punch. Now, I don't know if this calculates without the Citrus Berry, so what's double 55? That's 110. That work? Did that work? That says 25. No, that didn't work. That's setting power though, right? 20. Yeah, it's not doing it. Okay. That's weird. Because I thought Acrobatics did things. So can I just take the item off? Yeah, there. So if we just take the item off, because after the Citrus Berry gets eaten, +1 Acrobatics does over half to Garchomp, and if you got +1, you're living an outrage very well. And yeah, he can't hit you with Earthquake, but doesn't really matter. If he's just... And if he's locked into Outrage, you can just keep going up, I'd say. +2. How long until we can KO a Garchomp with full HP? +4, you pretty much have a 93% chance to kill a Garchomp. So, there. That's pretty easy. Alright, so we're going up with another bulky Hawlucha. I'm going to give you guys some of the weird ones first, and then we'll go into some sweeping ones. So, this time we actually have Limber. Why did I put Limber on this again? I don't remember. Yeah, no, because we have Rocky Helmet. So it doesn't matter. It's a Baton Pass passer with bulk up, and since Flying Press is both stabs, yeah, might as well go with that. So if we go to Bulbapedia here real quick, you're doing super effective damage to normal, grass, ice, fighting, and dark types. So, that being said, Flying Press isn't perfect. It won't hit ghost types, so that's what Baton Pass is for. Something comes in you don't like, bulk up, and you have all those bulk ups up, Baton Pass and leave. That's all you gotta do. And plus, if you're Rocky Helmet and they're a physical attacker, you're taking a lot of hits because you're a defensive wall. And, I don't think we need to put this one in the calculator. I don't think we do, but... How much will bulk up do? Or, bulk up. How much will this do to Garchomp with... whatever the... Flying Press. Hawlucha. Custom set. So, Flying Press does a good amount of damage. +1... 20, 45... it's okay damage with +1. But if we get into +2, that's when it starts pretty much scaring a Garchomp a little bit. Because you can take... Wow, you can take Drag... If they don't have the balls to go for Outrage, you can live Rock Slice and Dragon Claws for days. Bulk Up Hawlucha is a pretty good idea, actually. And then, if they're Dragon Clawing you and Outraging you and shit, they're taking Rocky Helmet damage, so they're pretty much screwed. And then when you're done, you just Baton Pass out. Now... For all you Smogon players out there, I know Baton Pass has been banned. I don't give a shit about your stupid tier system. Smogon is shit. Okay, so let's go to the next set. So this one is another bulky Hawlucha. I'm sorry. Running Hawlucha bulky just works out in a weird way. So we have Bulk Up, Roost, Skydrop, and Toxic this time. So... This is more of a curiosity set. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure Toxic ticks while Skydrop is active. Like, I'm pretty sure that works. So if you take them up into the sky one turn, they're taking Toxic damage, you're gaining leftovers, and then when you drop them back down, they're gonna get hit again and then take more Toxic damage. So, it's just... It's a kind of weird set that you could play with. So... I don't think we don't have to put that on the damage calc. So, here we go. Now we're going into some, like, physical sweeping Hawluchas. So, we have Choice Band and Limber here. Limber because paralysis. You cannot be paralyzed, which is godly for a sweeping Pokemon. And since you can't be paralyzed, the only thing you really need to worry about is being burned. But... it's not the end of the world on a Hawlucha. Actually, it probably is. So if I take my calculator here, we have 144 attack, then we times that by 1.5 because that's the Choice Band modifier. We have 216 attack, which isn't bad. So if we take 144, divide that by 2, you get 72 attack times 1.5. You're at 108 attack if you're burned. So it sucks. So don't get burned. But... You're already being stopped from being paralyzed, so that's pretty good. So you have High Jump Kick, U-Turn, Aerial Ace, and Stone Edge. So I'm not running Flying Press here just because, I guess, Rock and Steel types, really. Because High Jump Kick will do a lot of damage to them. Flying Press, not so much. You got Aerial Ace just because you need Flying Stat. You don't need it, but I thought that was a good idea. Just to have, but you could also run Yeah, you shouldn't use Sky Attack. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, just run Aerial Ace. If you want Flying Stab, Aerial Ace. If not, Zen Headbutt, X Scissor, or Poison Jab, or Iron Head. Doesn't really matter. And then you got Stone Edge, which standard pretty much on a sweeping fighting type normally. Alright, so I'm sorry we just went back into bulky, but this is it's for good reason. It's for good reason. So this one is more of a what's it called? A hindrance, I guess. So it's like a support Hawlucha. So you have Limber, you can't be paralyzed. You can switch into any Pokemon that you know will try to paralyze you. So something that runs Thunder Wave often. Say, I don't want to. No, Starmie's a terrible example, but you know what I mean. So you have Feather Dance and Low Sweep. Low Sweep will lower the target's speed by a stage. I'm running this instead of Rock Tomb just because of Stab. Get a little extra damage there, but if you're afraid of ghost types, you could run what's it called? Rock Tomb. But we're just gonna go for Low Sweep. Now, another note, I don't know if these moves are accessible before Oris, or you know what I mean, like tutor moves are weird and shit. So basically, if I show you something that might not work without going back to, say, Gen 5, I'm sorry. I'm just going off of what Showdown has in the move list, the move pool list. And if you're a hacker, you have no problem. So, yeah, U-turn, when you've crippled them enough, just U-turn out. So if they switch out, you could get the momentum either way, because if you're Feather Dancing them on a physical attacker, mind you, or even Low Sweeping, so even if you wanted to, you don't have to run full HP. You could run faster if you want, but I prefer full HP just because you could screw with the EVs. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just suggesting it. So next we have another actually, have we done an Unburden? Yeah, we've done one of those. That's it. Alright, so here's our fast sweeping Hawlucha. So we have Sword Stance and a Liechi Berry. Liechi Berry, when your health goes down to 1/4, it gives you +1 attack. So, say you Sword Stance, +2, you take a hit, hopefully survive, and sweep from there, and then you'll have the Unburden boost, and then when you can't sweep anymore, just Baton Pass and give something else +3 attack. That doesn't really matter. So we have our pal Garchomp here. We're gonna import that. Hawlucha. And let's see here. Oh. Okay, Outrage has a potential to KO us. Rock Slide doesn't, and Dragon Claw does. Dragon Claw would be perfect to get hit with, but if somebody's running Scarf Jump with Outrage, you have a chance to die. It's not a high chance, though. It's a 6.3 chance, so if you live that and get that +1 with that Sword Stance, let's see, +1, nope, +2. Am I not running Fighting Stab? Okay, well that's a mistake. That should be High Jump Kick. Well, it sees what I know. So if you're +2, well, you're going to get +3. Well, actually, if you're +2 with the Sword Stance and you still have the Liechi Berry, you're set, because that'll OHKO Garchomp 100%. Then you're +3, and then more damage, and then without the berry, you have Acrobatics KOing everything. And since your speed is pretty much doubled, yeah, you're gonna just sweep through somebody else's team. So, I need a drink. I actually came up with a lot of Hawlucha sets, and I could have probably kept going, but I stopped at 9, because I think that's a little excessive. And some of them are almost kind of duplicates. But here we're gonna utilize some Z moves. So, Z Me First. Me First will... Well, you're first of all... Wait, why am I running? No, you can't... I have to run Limber. Never mind, I'm second-guessing myself because I forgot things that I did because I did this earlier, and now I'm just remembering what I had to do. that makes no sense, but we're going to go back into this. So me first gives you +2 speed with Normalium Z. And basically, it'll steal your opponent's move that it's going for. Well, not steal, like it'll copy it, and then it'll nuke it with its own Z move. So go up against a dragon type or a ghost type. Actually, you could do a ghost type too, because me first would work. You could easily nuke them out. Anything that doesn't resist their own type should be very, very afraid. And then, Baton Pass. Baton Pass +2 speed, you're setting up your next Pokemon, and then you got Stone Edge and High Jump Kick for coverage. Max attack, max speed. Actually, we're going Adamant here to get the most damage we can out of Hawlucha. Just because we're doubling our speed. And let's see, what's 170 speed? Double that, that's like 340 speed, so we don't even need that much speed investment. Maybe even just run it bulky. You don't have to run it bulky, you can put it in HP, you can put it in whatever. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just suggesting. So our next set is another... I guess this kind of... Now that I'm looking at this set, it's kind of like the other one I was talking about with Low Sweep, but this one has Taunt and U-Turn instead. I think... No, the other one had Baton Pass, didn't it? I don't remember. But this one... Can't get paralyzed, you got leftovers, you're bulky, you got speed. Oh, that's why. This is different because we're running max speed. We're going to be an annoyance, really. We're going to be a fast Taunt user. We're going to be bulky enough to take a hit or two. We're going to Feather Dance. And we're just going to ruin somebody's day. And then once they decide to switch out, or we feel confident enough to switch out, we just U-turn. So it's a support Hawlucha. Basically just support. And then the last set we have here is, I guess this is the most normal set we can get out of it. So Power Herb, Sky Attack. You basically nuke them with a lot of flying damage. 140 in one turn. Then you got Acrobatics to back you up, so it's not too much of a downgrade. Then you got High Jump Kick and Me First. I like Me First just because it can catch people off guard, especially Pokemon that aren't resistant to their own type. I don't know how many there are. I know Normal, Ghost, Dragon, and Fairy. That's most of what I remember, and then maybe Rock, I don't know. But it can be very scary because you're basically getting a stab move against them for free. So you're taking their move, and if it's a physical attack, great. If not, I don't think you should use it. If you don't want Me First, just switch it out for Stone Edge or something else. What do we got here? You could also Swords Dance. U-turn. Actually, no. I wouldn't put U-turn on an Unburden Hawlucha. Just do what you want. I'm not your mom. So, that's gonna be it. We're all... No, actually, no. Wait. Let's put this in the damage calc, and then we'll call it. Yep, this is our... Nope, that's not... I didn't want to do that. I want to copy-paste this shit. Import. Hawlucha. Alright, so... Sky Attack, gonna do a shit ton of damage to Garchomp, 70, but... no, wait, we're not gonna be plus an attack. No. Yeah, so... If we Me First a Garchomp's Outrage, will that kill it? No, well, it's not gonna count for stab, so 120... what's half of that? That's 60, so 180 Dragon. Yeah, that'll kill a Garchomp. So if you have your Unburden off already, you'll outspeed Scarfed Garchomp. If it's not even Scarfed, you'll outspeed it to begin with by 1 point. Look at that. So that's pretty good. Even if you're... This is Adamant, by the way, too. So, Outrage will kill a Garchomp if you Me First it. If it's going for it, it'll go for it. And if it's Dragon Claw here... Because I don't know how many regular Garchomps run... Outrage, because I think it's mostly the Scarf users that use Outrage, or Sword Stance users. I don't know, I don't play Garchomp. But, yeah, if it's Outrage, it'll kill. If it's Dragon Claw, it'll do a shit ton of damage. That's all you really need to know. And if they're Life Orb, they're just gonna hurt themselves more. Remember, at the end of the day, everything is hypothetical. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little wacky sets. We got a couple weird ones, then we got a couple simple ones, but yeah, do what you want. This is just to open your eyes to new possibilities. Bulky Hawlucha. Everybody's just start running bulky Feather Dance, Toxic, Skydrop Hawlucha. I don't give a shit. I think it's more fun than just an all-out attacking Hawlucha. It's just interesting to me. So in the comments below, tell me what Pokemon I should do next. Hopefully soon I will be able to upload Wi-Fi battles. I'm trying to get some more battles. It's taken some time, but it's easy. And if you guys want to battle me, join my Discord. I think it's the first line in the description. Click that. You can talk to me. We can do shit. It's not even just for Pokemon. It's for anything you want. So, subscribe, comment, like, things YouTubers say. See ya.